All right, man. How's your patience level this morning?
Dude, I'm a very patient man. I'm a very patient man.
All right, good. So, anyways,
You're gonna put me to the test, though. You're gonna put that, yeah. Is
have
that
you
is that
ever?
what you're implying?
I don't know. Have you ever heard of the phrase "you are what you eat"?
Uh, yes, I have.
All right. Well, you
You're a
are going to
lollipop.
teach. Well, not just any lollipop. Today, you are going to teach me how I've never used Premiere Pro really. So you're going to teach me how to do something I'm trying to do, but I'm eating a dum dum, a
Dum
dum
dum.
dum.
Ha
So,
We're all dum dums, man. We're all dummies just trying to figure stuff out. Let me light this candle because this helps with stress.
are you planning on getting stressed?
No. Not at all. But it's good to have backup when you can.
Just
Cool.
in case.
So
All
what can I
right.
help you with? What can I help you with,
So,
JLO?
what I mean, some of you may know, some of you may not, but I am a certified USA football coach.
There you go.
So I coached my two boys, assistant coach two of my boys' football team, and it's fun. And part of that stuff is like they're 5 to 8 year old kids, so they've never played football before. So it's trying to get them to like understand it. Plus, I want to win. So we have some recordings, and I want to like set the recordings up for the other coaches and myself, where we can get the most value out of it. I'm currently recording off of that little pocket DJI Osmo, and yeah, it's great. It does it 4K. I got a little wide lens adapter to it, but it's very far away. So I know you can zoom in, and if the files are very big, if I download it on my phone, I can zoom in and stuff like that, but the files are too big. So trying to get like a sequence, like edit out all the in-between plays that shouldn't be there, just get to the meat and potatoes of the plays, and then zoom in to the spots that I want to zoom in so that we could use it as like, coachable moments for the coaches and for the kids. So
Yeah. I'm just getting eyed a vision of Tom Hanks, man, when you say coach. There's no crying.
there's no crying. Yeah. Yep. That's funny. We've animated that too, right? So like there's probably nothing in these pop culture references that we haven't at least animated of like 2 degrees of separations and things like that. Let me tell you, there's a lot of crying in 5 to 8 year old Pee Wee football. So there's plenty of crying. So
Love it, man.
we'll go with that. All right, man. So
Cool. Let's get into it.
I've downloaded a few. I mean, there's so many damn files, but they're on Dropbox right now. I probably shouldn't have deleted them from my little, micro SD card, but I did. But they're in Dropbox. I downloaded a few of them, and let's see.
So how do you want to do it? Should I just kind of just use a sample video on mine, or do you want me to? They're huge files, so it might take a while. So should I just do like a sample on mine to show you how to skip to different parts, chop it up, scale it up, and zoom in?
Yeah, you can.
Or whatever.
So I'll show you what I'm trying to do here. So I imported one of these things, right? So I don't fucking know what's happening here. I'm in the editing part. What I'm trying to get to is, all right, so here's a spot. It's off frame here when I'm zoomed in because it's like the person who did that was holding it was kind of moving around a little bit. So I just constantly I'm trying to keep it in frame. I'm not sharing the audio, but it's just a bunch of screaming parents anyway. But so I can move this up and down to try to get to the spot I'm trying to get to.
I'm just noticing when you're moving it along the timeline, it kind of lags a bit. What you can do is if you see like to the top diagonal right, there's the word saying full just under where you're at there.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. You can change that to a quarter.
What is it? What does it mean?
So it's change to a quarter be easier, better on quarter. So what it does, it plays it back in full resolution. That actually slows down your computer and takes up more RAM and things like that. And if you've got a bigger file, that's a complete nightmare. So quarter is definitely a good place to go.
Won't export it as a quarter, or will export
No.
it as a quarter?
That's literally just the display within the program, but it will export any setting you put it to. So it's in 4K now or HD or something.
I don't know. I shot it in 4K. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So that would just export the same then. That wouldn't affect that at all.
Okay. So, and you see what I'm trying to do here. So like, am I, by moving this, is it actually hitting that frame here or not?
Which frame? Sorry, what you?
So by moving these things here, will I actually export it into this frame that I'm hitting here, or am I just messing around for nothing?
No, the frame that you got it in there is just the preview frame. If you go to that 100%, that's just above the timeline there. If you go to fit, that's exactly what will be out. So are you wanting it to scale in further at that point, or like all the way through? Do you want it?
Yeah, the whole video is like this. So what I want to get to a spot is where I can actually zoom in to the plays closer.
Right. Okay. Okay.
Everything right now you'd be watching it like this, which doesn't work.
Okay, cool. So if you scroll back to the beginning of the whole thing, because I see you've got it like chopped into two there.
I didn't mean to, but yeah.
Okay. So if you click on the video file on the timeline,
this one.
Yep. Just left click that. Okay, and then you go up to effect controls in that left window there. No. Further to the left. And down. Yep. Right there.
Yep.
No, you're on source. Effect controls to the left.
Oh, all right.
All right.
Breathe the candle. Breathe in. Breathe in.
I can't see. Hang on, let me check mine. Because effect controls has
no clip selected. So do I want to select the clip?
Oh, you've not got a clip selected. Okay, so you want it in the window, yeah. So okay, perfect. There you go. Right. Okay, so this is a different angle, right? So you don't want to zoom in on this one. You want to zoom in that's perfectly on the flat, or does it get flatter as you go along?
It needs to change because the lady was moving a little bit with it. So it needs to.
Yeah, your fingers are all in it. Okay, cool. Right. So to the left, you can see some tools there. And there's an arrow at the top that's highlighted blue because that's currently what you've got. At the bottom, further down to the left. All right. So I keep pointing to the screen like you can see me. It's a shame we can't share cursors. There's a razor tool in that tool thing that kind of goes vertically. So if you go up to the middle,
there's
no, to the left.
Oh, right here.
Yep, there you go. And left click that. Then go to the very spot that cursor is at, that the timeline counter thing is on the in the timeline. Yep, go down on the actual video file and then left click. Cool. So that should be a good spot to actually get this thing zoomed in at. So what we want to do, go back to that toolbar bit and change back to the arrow that's at the top. Cool. And then go back to the second clip in the timeline.
The second clip in the
timeline. That one there. Yep. And then what we're going to do now, we're going to like scale it in and position it so we get a closer shot. So what we want to do, we go to in the effect controls box, there's something called motion. Click on that arrow pointing to the right to bring down the menus. Yep. And then you want to go to scale the 100.0. You want to drag that to the right.
Drag it to the right.
Yeah, click off like, yeah, there you go. And then drag it to the right. Bit further. So how far do you want to zoom in?
As far as I can without. All right. So how do I get it up more?
Okay. So you you let go of that. That's quite good zoom in there. So you go to a position. One of them is up and one of them is left and right. I'm not sure which one is.
This must be up. Oops.
Yeah. Click off that and then do it again.
Look at that.
Yeah. There you go.
All right.
All right. How does that look on your end? Does it look is it still of good quality?
Decent. And I'm more so worried about the best quality, but I can still see who they are without being completely blurry and stuff like that. So obviously we're trying to coach the kids and then look at the plays and things like that.
Yep. Okay. So I guess,
but the thing too is this will move a little bit, right? So as the play goes, she starts moving it. So do I have to manually do this every time?
So that's the thing. Okay. Play it and see what it looks like at the bottom.
This?
Yeah, play from there.
I wish it had the sound.
I'm just trying to think how much. Okay, right, got ya. So I think at some stages, if you're really anal about,
so how would I
like
cut
that,
this?
We'll have to.
How would I cut this part out? because there's
You want to cut that
value.
out? Okay.
There's no value in there. So we just want like the plays that are happening.
Okay, so go along the timeline to where you think would be a good starting point, and we just re-edit it again. Or better still, we can copy that data over to that new part. But let's find a good point first if you go along.
Ooh, what the fuck?
Yeah,
there?
it's gone back out because you haven't affected that bit. That's its own separate part that you've just raised it there. Okay.
So I need to go back
so what you
raise this shit.
So what you could do is if you go to click back on that middle one there, the one you're on now.
Yeah.
No, the other one, the one to the left, the one you're on before.
Yeah.
Yep. And then go to motion, the top, literally the word motion, left click on that. All right. And press control. What you want, a Windows or a Mac?
Windows.
Okay. Press Control C. Yep. And then go to the video file on the right. Yep. And then press Control V. Okay. And then as you pull the thing along the timeline, it should be the same zoom in now.
That's a cool little trick.
Yeah.
All right. I didn't see where the play happened though. So let me see what happened here.
The thing is with that, because it moves about quite a bit, you might have to manually go in and change the positioning so it kind of stays still, or at least goes back to the midpoint.
I think I deleted it. Let me start from scratch with this shit. Because I think I was messing with this earlier. I think I deleted the play by accident somehow.
Okay. So this is like way at the start before the plays happened?
Yeah, and I must have deleted the play out. So I was probably trying to cut that out, meaning like keep it and delete the rest, but I think I deleted that play out.
Yeah.
But I don't know. Like, how would I find that out? What is this part?
You said you are what you eat. I'm having a cough right now, so I'm a niggle in the throat that won't go away.
Oh no. We've had that for like a week. All right, let me see if this is the next one.
Was that you, the coach?
Nope, that's not me. There I am right there.
Oh, okay, I see you. Yeah. The shorts. Yeah. Well, to be fair, they're all wearing shorts, but
well, yeah, it's our uniform, man. They're like high-end, like polo jerseys for the Buccaneers.
Yeah.
So it's funny. All right,
I guess there's a lot of movement on this bit, isn't there?
Yeah, but I think if I got down to the plays, what's the easiest way just to cut out to the plays? Maybe that's where you start, right? Logically, I should probably just cut the plays out, then I zoom in and do all these things. So how do I delete everything and start from that? Should I start a new one?
No. Go back to that timeline. So everything that you've already sliced out two at the beginning. So you can start off by highlighting them and pressing delete, which we won't need them at the start.
This one?
Yep. Then the one next to it. And then literally go along that timeline, we'll find the plays, and then we'll literally just take them out piece by piece using the razor tool and then line them up, and then we'll figure out what order they go in or whichever after that.
Let me just delete this shit. Can I delete this?
With the whole thing?
Because it didn't hit the play. I think I deleted the whole play out by accident. So, but over this Project Bucks thing, like that's probably it, right? So like this thing over here probably has the regular file that I used originally to cut it out.
Okay, delete that and
just bring it back over. Bring this thing over.
Actually, don't do that. Double tap it in the window thing there.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, is that? Well,
like
okay,
Chinese
perfect.
Message.
So what you could, I don't know. It takes a real while to recognize
brainwashed or something.
What you could do in that window there at the top left, that's highlighted blue. You could go along and find the point where the first play comes in and then highlight that particular section without having to import it in by pressing I and O. So input and then output for the start and end. So find the first play and then we'll go from there. It just might be harder to see because it's zoomed out. You can't zoom in at this point.
Can I zoom in here? No.
No, that's the resolution. Actually, I tell a lie. Where it says fit, you can zoom in there. Yeah, but
you can't hear the audio, but it's like, where's the halftime snacks?
Who's shouting that? You?
Not me.
Where the halftime lollipops? I need my Dum Dums.
I need my Dum Dums. I don't know. This is like dizzy shit. All right, it's about to happen.
Okay, well, you can.
All right here is when it's starting to happen.
Okay, cool. Press the letter I. Cool. So what it's done there is it started from that particular point and highlighted the rest that will be involved. So if you keep playing up until the part where you want it to stop, and then when we get to that point, we press O. So it will just import that section when you drag it in.
All right. There's one play anyway.
Yep. Okay. So press O.
So it won't. Okay.
Yeah, and then on the actual video file picture itself, drag that in. So if you got
This.
no, or above that, yep.
This.
Left click and drag that down to the timeline. Cool. Yep, and that's just the section that we watched in that window there.
Okay, so then I continue to do that.
Yeah, so you can go to each segment you want and just literally chop it out like that instead of dragging it all in the timeline. So there's two ways to do it. I find the way you're doing now a lot easier for my projects.
All right.
So what is he trying to do? Sorry, like almost like a highlight kind of reel for the team. Is that it? Or
well, more so to be able to like, all right, dude, you lined up here. This is the play that happened and you did it perfectly. Or next time, make sure you take your 3 steps and you look that way like we talked about, right?
got you, yeah.
You know, make sure you're pushing these guys through, or like, you know, you didn't go after the ball was over there. You should have gone there. Or we play that team next week or 2 weeks. So also just seeing where their players are doing. So
yeah,
we can prepare for the game.
Cool.
So it doesn't need to be pretty. It's not a highlight like quality film or anything like that.
Mm-hmm.
It'd be cool if we did, but I don't need that to do it that way. So
is this the start of another one?
I think so. Oops. What am I doing here? Oh, okay, so I forgot to press I.
Yeah. So what was it back where? Back there, is that they're waiting around?
Yeah, so I.
Yep. And then at the end of it, press O. Premiere Pro. Is this the only video editing software you have at the moment?
And then O.
Yeah.
And then drag.
And drag that down there. Yep. Doesn't matter on which line, they're all video layers.
All right. Cool. All right. Okay. So now let me set up for this. I have also, I use iMovie a lot, man, which actually works really well, but these are big files. So it's a pain in the neck, and I figured I should use try to learn something else too.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So let's say 2 things. Let's fix this now. Like you were teaching me before, how to at least get it lined up. So then maybe I can do these on my own.
Yep.
So I go back to the beginning. Now, how do I get this to the spot? Like zoomed in again, I forget.
All right, so you want to click on that first video file.
Mm-hmm.
Yep, and then go to Effect Controls, top left. Yep, and then the scale you want to drag to the right, 100.0. And then move the positioning up.
And you can kind of figure this out on my own. I would never figure this out.
School of YouTube, man. You zoom back out. There you go.
Yeah, I'm trying to, because it's super blurry a little bit in that one. I don't know if this is going to be the quality of it.
You can, there are tools where you can kind of sharpen it up, but depending on how much sharpness you put on there, it can be a bit, you can kind of go the other way where it looks completely distorted. But if you want to sharpen it up, we can do that.
Let's see. All right.
Cool. And what you can do, instead of doing it all on again, you can remember copy over the,
What do I
so go to motion. Yep. Copy Control C and then Control V on there.
Oh yeah, I'm a natural.
Same data.
Natural. All right. So then I just gotta manipulate that a little bit.
Yeah.
And then it should play out. All right. And I could always do it. All right. So let's say, so there is a spot here where it's not fully in frame.
Yeah.
And I could probably zoom in more. How would I razor that again?
Yeah. Are you bothered about it just being like a zoom in, or are you just happy with being just cutting straight to it?
You can cut straight
hard
to
cut.
it.
Okay. So at the point where it starts, yeah, razor that, chop that up.
This.
Yep. And then switch back to arrow. Yep.
And then go to this.
Yep. Go to scale.
But it's not so. Oh yeah. So then. And then. There we go. I told you I'm a natural.
It's muscle memory with a lot of these programs, man. Like they all kind of have the same framework. It's just a bunch of other tools and different interfaces and stuff.
Let me see if it plays up. All right, so that doesn't work really because
Yeah, you can just drag it up. Was it going off to the right, or is it just
kind of just? All right. Well, it's something I can figure out. That's for sure. It's not hard. And then let's say I wanted to add in like a play or something. Like how would I add text into this thing or something?
All right. What you want to do is you want to go to, okay. So back to that tools panel that goes vertical where the arrow's at the top.
I don't know where that is.
At the bottom.
Oh,
yeah, there you go. Yeah. So that T that you were just on, which one you want us to add text to?
Just anyone. We'll just figure out how to do it here. So we just
okay. Yeah,
right
so
here.
click on there.
And then I would just type in something.
Yep. Cool. And then you if you highlight that, press Control A.
Control A.
And then go to, which one is it? Okay, Essential Graphics on the right side. There's like a drop down thing. Yeah, below that. Yep, Essential Graphics. That's where you can, if you scroll down, you can change your font, change the size, align it.
All right, where do I change the size?
There should be a dialogue around there. Where all those T's are, I think you can choose one and it's the size of the font.
That's kind of annoying.
There should be like a dialogue where you can drag to the right or something. Maybe it's where that VA is there.
VA tracking.
Yeah, if you click on the 0 and then drag it to the right. No. One of them is.
Oh, this. Let me teach you. It's this one, buddy. It's actually not. What this? Oh, I did do something. Yeah, it's this one. Yeah. Next time, man, now you can come in. You can record the video if you want, or I'll save it up in Dropbox so you can see if you can run into problems.
Appreciate it, bro. Appreciate it, man. We got to look out for each other.
All right, man. I think that's it.
Yeah.
Right.
Cool. And obviously, if you want to sharpen that up or anything, there's Premiere Pro is a huge program, man. There's so many stuff you can do with it.
How would you
filters?
How would I sharpen it up? Is it easier to do sharpen it up or not?
Yeah, easy. Because you can just go to effects. There's a search box in there, and it's pretty much everything. So if you go to the effects thing and press sharp.
All right, I'll do it one more time. So, all right, the effects thing.
Okay, so click on one of the. Let's click on the beginning video file on the timeline. Yep, and then
effects controls.
No, there should be a. Where's the dialogue to the right where you can see the effects and the essential graphics? Is it if you've got, there you go. Yeah, so click off that and then click onto effects just above it. Yeah, and in that search box, type sharpen.
Oops, sharpen.
Yeah, and it's the one in the video effects folder. If you go further down. Yep, it says sharpen just underneath. Yeah, that's the one. And then drag that onto that video file. Yep, and then in the effects controls, you'll see there's another dialog box that's popped up in the left side. Scroll down. Yep, and sharpen the amount there, and you can drag that to the. You see what I mean about how it can look really bad. So if you can only do it slightly for it to really have an effect.
I don't even know if it's better or worse that I did it though. So it was 0 before?
Yeah. 0 is default. So I'd probably say about maybe 2 or 3, if anything, would potentially do the trick. Does it look better or not really a difference?
Can't tell. Hard to do see this small screen though too. So
yeah.
All right. Okay. That's good stuff, man.
Cool, man. Well, that's your Udemy course. You can leave the payment in my PayPal. I'll send you my PayPal after this. You can leave the £1,500 if that's okay.
What did you do? I didn't hear you put your mouth up to your nose. Oh,
you didn't hear what I said?
Nope.
You can PayPal the amount that you owe for the Udemy course that you just took right there. It's like £1,500, I think it was.
You're one of those like Dan Locke type dudes, or one of these dudes, these self-help dudes that get you into their seminar, and then they're like, "Yo, swipe your card. We got more to do."
And if you want to, and if you want to learn how to blur, you have to buy my book. Read that,
and then you get a book.
Won't edit, will edit, get credit.
Whoa! I can tell you thought it through, man. I'm gonna have to get that.
Yeah,
book.
Man. Yeah.
All right, good
bestseller.
Stuff. We have to do more like if you're going to teach the Dum Dum like me, man, maybe I should have a Dum Dum every time. But there's some cool things that you could teach me still. You still got to teach me how to animate. Although, full disclosure, before this, I took another Udemy course before this with our head character designer, Paul, where he taught me, he set up in Adobe Character Animator, he set up my kids already, like put the mouth movements and stuff like that, where I could just upload the audio and it does the mouth movements for them. And let me show it to you, actually. You want to see it?
Yeah, see it.
Let's see it. Let me share video. Let me see if I can share video file with you. Where would this thing go? Documents, scene hunter, character model. All right. Let's see.
Imagine a world where a portable medical robotic device saves lives every day.
Yeah, I got it.
A discovery in a laboratory can resolve an epidemic. Or a nanometer component can enhance an assembly line's production tenfold.
Sure it was.
We've made all of this possible by making precision.
I should have used your voiceover on it. But just by literally just putting that character in there and then uploading that audio into it, it does the mouth movements. And then I can't do it now because I'm using this camera, but I can go into character animate, put that audio to it. And then as it's playing out, I can move my own eyebrows and mouth and stuff. And it'll do it as if, it does the mouth movements, but then it does it as if I'm moving as well, which is pretty fucking nuts.
That's sick. That would shave so much time off our lip syncing time. I'll tell you that.
Yep. Do you have Adobe? You just have Premiere Pro, or do you have Adobe Cloud?
I don't have it in my package, but I can add it on.
For students, it's like $20, I think, or something like that a month. If you can prove you're a student, I mean, you're a professor, you're Udemy.
Yeah, exactly. I think that would pass. And show them my fake Udemy pass.
Anyways, I asked Potts if it would help us. He thinks it would help in some ways, but not in a lot of ways. Obviously, you guys speak that same language than me, but it's way better than the Moho one. He said, with the just being able to upload the audio and doing that stuff, which is cool. But something to think about.
Wicked, man. I wonder if you could maybe mix the two, because some programs you can kind of go one way. Obviously, Moho's completely different ownership. So I'm not sure if you can mix the two programs. You can only do it from Moho to this. I'm just thinking whether you could save the mouth as like an exported.
Yes, you could save it the mouth as an exported. Look, I'll share my screen with you.
And then throw that back in Moho and it's already animated to the audio.
Yep.
Cool.
I don't know. Yeah, I mean, I don't know that stuff, but you can. I can export this shit as a PNG sequence, video with alpha, whatever the hell that means, or video Adobe.
Cool.
So
cool. So you could then, because you could just literally import the mouth and then put the audio to it, have it automatically lip sync, and then render it as a video with an alpha channel. Alpha channel is just transparent background.
All right. We should figure that out, see if it's something that would be helpful to us. Potts has it. I have it. I know a lot of the I think the girls have it and stuff too. So
yeah.
But it's a game changer for me. Instead of having you guys animate my kid's YouTube channel gamer stuff, I could just set me up to do it, and I can figure it out. So I'm learning, man. I'm learning.
Yeah. Cool, man.
Before you know it, I'll be helping. I'll be working those weekends with you on the video editing side.
Let's do it, man. It'll be fun.
All right. Good stuff, buddy.